afternoon. You're just in time for NEWSFEED right here on TV 47. My name is Musa Salah. Let's now take a look at some of the top stories making news at this hour. Now, Education CS Professor George Magoha has directed all parents to ensure that learners resume school next week, including those who are dropped out of school. The CS also cautioned school heads against increasing school fees and charging extra cash for exam purposes. The Education CS spoke at the KICD while launching scholarship program in collaboration with Equity Bank to 9,000 students.
This is another transformative policy of His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And who cares? I have learned painfully that all the good things you do, people don't remember. The orders I got was that every child must go to school. The Constitution says primary school is free and compulsory. The same government pays school fees for all the children, both in public and private schools, pays examination fees for them. We moved around the whole country, carrying even girls whose children were already 3 years back to school. Who cares? Our Kenyans don't want to know. What do we want as a country? And that's why I say personally, I don't like politics, because politics is full of porojo. There's no truth there.
Now, the search for commissioners at the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, enters penultimate stage today. Two applicants, Simeon Moket and Timothy Olenaeku, have defended the application before the selection panel this morning. Now, Zipi Musime is said to appear before the panel later in the afternoon. Those interviews are ongoing currently at the KICD. Let's now head over there and listen in.
On my interest to join and serve Kenya through this commission, I must admit that I've received a very cordial and warm reception right from members who received us and even the panelists. And I think I would do no more than thank you and wish you all the best as you discharge your duties to serve this great nation. Thank you.
And on behalf of the panel, as well as the people of Kenya, we also want to express our appreciation to you for showing the interest to serve Kenya in the position of member of IEBC. We don't take that for granted. We appreciate that. And we do wish you all the best. So with that, I'll request a member of the Secretariat to escort you. Please ensure you get all your original documents and have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll now take a break until 2 o'clock. For the next interview.
Well, those are live pictures from KICC where the interviews for the 4 commissioner positions at the KICC is ongoing. And of course, we move on. Gatundu South Member of Parliament Moses Kuria has underscored the need for Central Region to have one political party to negotiate Central Kenya's interest beyond 2022. Now, speaking in Wanjegi area in Murang'a County, Kuria said that it is highly unlikely for Mount Kenya to produce a presidential candidate in next year's polls, hence the need for proper representation in next government. However, Kuria has asked President Uhuru Kenyatta to desist from participating in succession politics.
Wale walikuwa wanasema ya kwamba kule Kiambaa ilikuwa vita ya William Ruto akapata 50% na Jubilee akapata 50%. Tuwasimu hata wenye wanasema ni ukweli. Lakini swali yangu ni hili. Kama William Ruto anaweza pata 50% na Jubilee ipata 50%, lakini President Uhuru Kenyatta ujue hata kwa debe 2022, kama anapata 50% na anashinda Jubilee sahi na wakiweka Raila Odinga itakuwa 90% pande ya Ruto na wakiweka Musalia Mudavadi. So in short, wasifurahie, wajue kwamba sisi wananchi ambao tumetoka hapa Central tunajua yale William Ruto ametutendea.
Na yeye lazima akuwe tayari kuturuhusu tujipange. Unaanza kujiwekelea kazi ambayo itakupea tu stress. Kazi nyingine haiwezekani. kama ya kujaribu kufanya Raila na president. Impossible work. Afadhali ukachonge mawe kwa kwale. Hiyo ni kazi ngumu sana. And because we have done the bigger thing by accepting to support someone who is not from our community. Na hii miaka yote tumekuwa tukiambiwa ati sisi ndio kabila wa mwisho, hatuwezi kuunga mkono mtu mwingine. Tukianza kujipanga na kuwa na chama yetu, tusiletewe makasiriko na tusiitwe wa kabila. Sababu kama ni kujipenda, kama ni mimi na wewe, ni rahisi tuone tuseme huru baru nini, ni rahisi. But if you are not alone, my friend, leo watu wote ni sisi tunawabeba. We must go as a block, negotiate as a block.
Now, away from politics, Kangundo Road in UMOJA Estate here in Nairobi was last night rendered impossible after residents engaged the police in running battles to protest the demolition of their homes. Now, the residents say they were caught unawares and had no place to spend the night after their properties were vandalized. They have decried of constant demolitions, saying nobody was notified of that particular exercise.
Kila wakati tiga inakuja kubomoa, hatulali na watoto wetu na pia wanatupiga na tear gas, wamebomoa mara ya pili. Tunauliza serikali itatusaidia ama haitatusaidia?
Hao watu wametuhangaisha miaka mingi sana. Hao watu wanajiita Kiambu Dandora farmers. Wanashikana na maaskari wa buruburu. Walikuwa wamejaa barabara yote. Wanasaidia kubomoa watu huku yote. Na without notice, nothing. Angalia wenye maplot wamebomolewa. Hizi maplot zote zimebomolewa za barabara.
And we are owners of some of those properties there. We know, we've had rumors that the people who are behind it, and this is Kiambu Dandora, and they've been claiming that this land is theirs. But then we bought the piece of land from National Bank. We have a sale agreement, we have receipts of payment. We've been there for the last almost 20 years.
Sad state of affairs right there in UMOJA Estate. Now, mechanics and Juakali artisans in KARIOKOR market have decried the runaway insecurity at their workplace. Now, the artisans say this has greatly affected their business, saying that customers have shunned them due to the attacks, and now they want the government to set up a police post in the area to ensure their safety.
Hapa kuna kundi ingine imekuja hapa ya kupiga tu watu. Wanatoa pesa alafu wanapiga tu watu ovyo ovyo. Sasa umejua juzi nilikuja hapa kutoka kazi asubuhi, wakakuja hapa wakanivunja. Wamekuja na maslaha, wakanivunja mkono, wakanivunja hii ya mguu na wakaninyang'anya pesa.
Baadhi ya watu walikuwa wanasema ni wanajua kali hapa na si mafundi wanafanya kazi, wanajifichia hapa na ikifika usiku wanaenda kufanya uhalifu. Tunakosa wateja sababu jina ya hii garaji yetu imekuwa mbaya zaidi kwa sasa sababu ya kukosa mpangilio mzuri.
Now, farmers from KISII, Naisoya and Olekito areas in NAROK North Sub-County are crying foul after elephants invaded their farms and destroyed their crops. The residents, led by Raphael Olekuluo, said the herd of elephant invaded their farms, causing massive destruction. Now, NAROK KWS Senior Warden Richard Chepkwonyi, speaking to the media, said that the officers had been deployed in the area to relocate the wild animals.
Ndovu ambaye wametuvamia leo usiku Mau Forest, ambaye tunashukuru sana kwa sababu ilikuwa nayo imevamiwa na watu walitoka, na tumeona mfano wa hawa ndovu ambaye wameweza kuingia msitu huo wa Mau. Jambo lile ningetaka kuwaeleza, ukivuka mto wa SIGNET kuna human settlement hapo na kuna vyakula, lakini naye watu wako hapo na wamelima mashamba yao, wana chakula, tunalisha watu wengi sana. Vyakula vyetu vimekuwa na shida kwa ajili ya baridi. Sasa tukirudi kuona tumevamiwa tena na ndovu, tunaomba serikali waje waangalie vile wataweza kufanya. Minister wa tourism aje angalie, kwa sababu tunapenda wanyama na tunapenda kazi ya kulima. Kwa hivyo leo tumepata hasara sana, watu wetu hawajalala usiku kwa ajili ya ndovu hawa. Kwa hivyo tunaomba sana mje muangalie vile mtafanya kwa ajili ya hawa wanyama. Wameharibu, wamekanyanga vyakula, wamekula mahindi, wamekanyanga viazi, wameharibu kwanza kwa shamba langu hapo SIGNET niko na bali, wamelalisha bali na hata hatujui walienda pande gani. Sijui kama wametokea Rengitok ama walienda wakafuata mto wakarudi upande wa Naisoya, sijajua wako namna gani. Lakini huyo mnyama huwezi kwenda kumtoa kwa shamba. Ni kelele tu watu wamepiga na kupiga mabati kujaribu kufukuza, lakini hawezi toroka. Lakini wamekula mpaka asubuhi. So naanza sema ile distraction wamefanya haiwezi kosa kutoka 100,000 200,000 hapo. Shamba yangu mimi wamelalisha bali na ninaweza sema pengine ile bali wamelalisha kama ni kama kitu kama nusu eka hivi. Askari wa forest wako pale Naisoya. Kwa hivyo tungesaomba washikane na askari wa KWS, washikane na hawa waweze kuona vile wataweza rudisha hawa wanyama.
The Kenya Tea Development Authority, KTDA, or rather Kenya Tea Development Agency, KTDA Foundation, in partnership with Playpoint Education East Africa, has launched a digital learning mentorship program targeting at least 200 students in areas that practice farming. Now, speaking in Nakuru during the launch of the program, Foundation head Sudi Matara said the program is redesigned with a focus on resilience, since it includes social dynamics that prepare the learners with the capacity to respond to rapid changes and adapt to changes in the world economy through farming.
This is supposed to be a because one of the things that we are doing as KTDA is also improve the economic the livelihoods of our farmers. So what we do is that we are coming up with business acceleration, incubation of their businesses, the ideas that they are coming up with. And you see the best way to solve some of these things are using technology. And that's why, you know, for us, if our students, the children from the tea growing zones come up with solutions, they'll be able to fix those problems by themselves in the society.
Having KTDA spearhead this in the tea growing regions, it's one of the greatest achievements that we've had so far, and we want to push the journey of ensuring that we reach every household in Kenya to mentor young children in technology.
But I think with the introduction of such kind of a program, we would help them love the subjects because it's quite practical and fun. You know, when you make it practical rather than just, you know, through lecturing and such, they learn better when they see, and they get to retain that kind of memory when they see it rather than being told.
Well, that mentorship program by the KTDA takes us to a short commercial break, but we'll be back with more. Do stay with us.
Of Untold Stories.
Why crocodile inaweza tokea juu. Hiyo sijakula hata unataka nikufe kabla ni. I don't like it. I don't. Miss Kai na hipo ikitokelezea ivuruche simu yangu. No, ni sawa. Those who know me will tell you I'm not a lover of large volumes of water.
But for you, we roam the different parts of the country and beyond just to make sure that we bring you the experience. We educate you, we entertain you, and we inform you.
That it's not political and it can do something.
As we sail the boat of Morning Cafe to enlighten you, entertain you, and inform you every Monday to Friday, only on TV 47.
Woo. Construction can be quite a task, but how do you move from finding your piece of land, sourcing the right materials, getting the right labor force to put up your building? Or better yet, how do you source for a building that's already built?
Just a small size of land can suit just a big machine because you are going high.
How do you ensure you get the right finishes to bring out the aesthetic value of your property and make it not only look good, but also feel good?
The buyers in this area are the buyers who are able to pay cash?
Well, we have it right here on The Realtor on TV47, where we demystify building right here in Kenya and analyze the property industry for you to take advantage when acquiring your next piece of property.
Every February, we hear men joking about going to a men's conference on Valentine's Day. We laugh about it, the lucky ones end up having a decent Valentine's Day, and we move on. But what we do not know is that men actually do meet up. Men do sit down and have conversations about things that affect their day-to-day life.
Let me ask, does money make the man?
Give them the gifts, shower them with everything you want to shower them with, but keep your money to yourself.
I, for one, have always been curious as to what goes on in a man's mind, specifically an alpha male's mind.
Adam, yule kwa Biblia anasema ni mtu wa kwanza duniani. Wewe unadhani kama angekuwa hana yale matunda, hana ile garden yake pale ya kukaa, angekuwa tu ni mdomo tu anamfuata Hawa. Oya, mimi ni Adam.
Welcome to the men's conference, where we make men alpha males. My name is Archie, the only female allowed at the conference.
My name is Monica Nyashira Njogona. I am a wife and a mother of 3, and I am a crochet ambassador. This began some years ago when I could not find a white-collar job. I had done a course in IT. I looked for jobs everywhere and I could not find one. So I had a lot of time in my hands, and I had an idea to do crochet.
So we have a WhatsApp group. There are about 3 WhatsApp groups. They are actually full. We've been sharing information, consulting, and just encouraging each other. But surprisingly, the challenges we've been experiencing are similar. So we just try to find a way of managing our challenges. Then all of a sudden there's a challenge coming up, and that is organized by the Hazina Institute.
We realized that many people had lost their jobs. Some businesses were downsizing or closing, and therefore people were at home. Plus we had the government directives for people to work at home and outside. And we thought this would be a good initiative, not just to keep people busy, but also to deal with their mental health.
The most basic stitch is a chain stitch, where you just yarn over and then pull through that knot. Yarn over, pull through the knot. Yarn over, pull through the knot. So just that.
We were able to work with a consultant who helped us in developing tools to make our work easier, putting in mind that we could not come together physically. So we had some Google Forms in which people could submit their projects. We had calls. We had to do virtual meetings to make this possible.
Now, part of the challenge required a bit of creativity and something that is innovative, something that is new and different. And my role in this season for them was to just help them open up their minds to see how they can take a simple show, modify it, do something different that adds value, that sets it apart from the market.
This particular hat, I made it within a day. It was one Sunday I woke up and it was done. Then later on, I did the scarf.
During this challenge, we were able to attract around 300.
All right, welcome back. You're watching NEWSFEED right here on TV47. Keep talking to us. 22047 is our SMS line. You can also find us on social media at TV47 Kenya on Facebook, as well as at TV47 K on Twitter. The hashtag to use is always NEWSFEED. Now, the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure through the Kenya National Highway Authority, KENHA, has begun the relocation of fiber optic cable network along the Rironi-Mau Summit Road. The 240-kilometer relocation coverage is expected to be complete in the next 6 weeks before the construction of the dual carriage in September. The 450 million shilling project will bolster ICT in telecommunication companies by avoiding disruptions during the construction period.
Note the 240 kilometers is long. And I think
in our own wisdom, we said, let us divide it into bits so that we have many people, for two reasons. One, so that we have many people taking part in this project. Secondly, also, we have many people putting food on their tables. Otherwise, had we given it to one person, then it would have meant we are only feeding one person.
We finish within 5 weeks. The next week is just handover, and make sure that we incorporate the local people. The challenge of this is unemployment can only be created by this. And this is where the government of Kenya must be able to support local companies which have built the capacities to be able to do jobs for ICT.
Well, let's head over to Kirinyaga County, where Governor Anne Waiguru has commissioned the upgrading of KIRINYAGA Town Road and the drainage system. The works involve upgrading of 4.6 kilometers of roads to bitumen standards. Now, speaking at KIRINYAGA Town, Governor Waiguru said that the roads will be covered include Catholic Dispensary Link Road, 1.4 kilometer, and KIRINYAGA Government Houses Linking Road, that is 1.2 kilometers, as well as Kiburia Girls School Junction to ICT Center Road, which is about 0.4 kilometers.
We've come to commission this road. We are working with national government to ensure that our small roads under the urbanization program, and we had made a request of certain tarmacking of our towns, and on this road we are going to be tarmacking about 2.6 kilometers past the Catholic church, and then we have the KIRINYAGA ICT about another 1.4 kilometers. Then in total we have other towns as well, over 15 kilometers that are being done in Kutus, in Kagio, and also in Kirwea. So I was just coming to inspect so that we can see that there's progress being made.
Now, the fire rescue unit from the state of Minnesota in the United States of America, led by Fire Chief Mark Linde, has set a training camp in KISII County to train the Disaster Management Department on fire management for 1 week. Now, speaking at the KISII Hotel in the outskirts of KISII town, Linde said he brought along a team of great talents who will help the county's firefighting officers to gain insurmountable knowledge.
Took you very seriously, and we brought multiple talents over the years. This year I can say I think we brought our biggest talent we've ever had. Some of the chiefs behind me, Chief Tyner, he runs a department. He has 20 fire stations and over 400 firefighters that work for him. That's the kind of talent we brought with to teach your people here. You ask for help, we want to give it. We want to continue to donate. We are excited when you asked for a shipping container full of donations